Alumni meeting. Pretty good. But some of us were talking in the movie field about some of us worked for odd companies. Some doing commercials, doing movies, places here. One of the things a lot of us had in common was One Shot Lewis. He was a movie maker in Chicago he had a 35 millimeter World War II combat camera, and he used that, we'll wind up and basically he said, yeah, it shoots a minute and a half of film, but he was one shot. He rarely did two shots. And he would send his stuff into Eastman Kodak, and he would edit his stuff and put sound and do all his stuff himself. And it turns out that, he had a string of theaters in the South where he would show Doris Day, Rock Hudson movies. Big breasts, tight butts. My butt's not very tight. But that type of stuff, because it appealed to the females and appealed to the males. He also had incorporated in his movie theaters an entertainment section where they could watch the movie while eating and drinking their beer. And you said it was very profitable. Saturday night was very profitable, and during the week he would have similar movies. A lot of his stuff he made. He would crank out one movie a week. Oh, that sounds interesting. Something like Masterpiece Theater, one of those movies a week, and standard scripts. Some of them were slightly altered, but they were standard. No blood and guts, at least no blood and guts. In the beginning. He found out as Doris Day, Rock Hudson kind of faded, he had to have more action movie, some drama, a lot of stuff shot around Chicago. He built a house or extension to his house where the walls moved, the windows moved. Windows would be sitting there. He basically flip it open and shoot through the windows. Doors would be bigger. Walls would move. The roof would go up a little bit higher for lighting. Yeah, he did that. He started in his garage and expanded. It was interesting because most of the people that were around him knew something about movies. And did he pay? He paid with dinner, which is good if you're a starving student. Hey, it worked for him. What happened? He died. That's his theater. Time was a factor of calling VHS. Because when VHS came out, a lot of people got this stuff. They didn't go out for dinner. They didn't go out to the show. So basically, a lot of his theaters would basically close. He would shoot. He would have old flicks too, and that eventually closed. And a lot of theaters just eventually close. You may have the oddball showing some old movie in it, but they still shoot old. Theaters still have old movies. They have new movies. They have the old movies. A lot of movies are made out there. Just go to your public library and look at all the DVDs that are there. But will you ever see a Herschel Lewis? I don't, unless he transferred his film to VHS, or no, most likely not. but I can't say it. There are ghost films out there. There are remakes, remakes, remakes. I love those things. What are we doing? We're remaking this film. We're doing Gone with the Wind. You mean passing gas, don't you? Yeah. Oh.